In this video, we will deep dive into pronouns and its different kinds, which are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, indefinite pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, and interrogative pronoun. In this class, we are going to discuss what is pronouns, and we will discuss it with various examples, and then we will use all these examples in our sentences. Then we will move on to different kinds of pronouns, and each kind will be discussed extensively along with its examples, and then we will use these examples in our sentences so you know how you can use these different pronouns in your everyday vocabulary. So what exactly are pronouns? Simply put, pronouns are words that take the place of nouns. They help us avoid repetition and make our sentences more concise. Imagine if we had to keep repeating names or objects in every sentence. Communication would be a lot more tedious. Let's say we have a sentence, John likes John's dog. It sounds repetitive, right? Instead, we can use a pronoun and say, John likes his dog. Much smoother, isn't it? That's the power of pronouns. Now, pronouns are a broad category with several different types, each serving a unique purpose. In today's video, we'll explore these types in detail, and by the end, we'll have a strong understanding of how and when to use each one. The first type of pronoun that we are going to discuss in this video is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are foundational to language as they directly replace specific people or things in sentences, helping us avoid unnecessary repetition. They can be categorized into three main cases: subjective case, objective case, and possessive case. First of all, let's discuss what a subjective case is. These pronouns act as the subject of a sentence, meaning that they are the ones performing the action. For example, if we look at the sentence, John goes to the store, instead of repeating John, we can replace it with the pronoun he, saying he goes to store. Subjective personal pronouns vary depending on whether we are speaking in the first person, second person, or third person. In the objective case, when the pronoun is on the receiving end of the action, it is in the objective case. For example, in the sentence, the teacher called John, John can be replaced with him, forming the sentence, the teacher called him. These pronouns include me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. They help to simplify sentences by removing the need to repeat the noun. The third case is possessive case. This case of personal pronouns shows ownership or possession. For example, instead of saying that is the book of John, you can use the possessive pronoun his and say that is his book. Possessive pronouns include mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs, and its. Personal pronouns are essential because they make communication smoother and more efficient by reducing redundancy. Imagine how awkward it would be if we had to keep repeating the name of every person or object in every sentence. The next type of pronoun that we are going to discuss is possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are a subset of personal pronouns that specifically indicate ownership or a relationship of possession. Unlike possessive adjectives my, your, his, her, it, our, their, which must accompany a noun, possessive pronouns can stand alone. For instance, instead of saying that is my book, you can say that book is mine, with mine taking the place of my book. These pronouns are particularly useful in making sentences more concise. They allow us to omit the noun when it's clear from the context, making the language more fluid and less repetitive. Possessive pronouns not only clarify ownership but also help in differentiating between similar items. For example, in a group setting, if there are multiple similar objects, saying this is mine immediately clarifies which item belong to you without needing to describe it further. The examples of possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, her, its, ourselves. For example, in the sentence this pen is mine, mine is a possessive pronoun. The third type of pronoun that we are going to discuss is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and object of the sentence are the same person or thing. They reflect the action of the verb back onto the subject. For example, in the sentence, she taught herself to play piano, herself reflects back on she, indicating that the subject is also the object of the action. Reflexive pronouns are crucial for emphasizing that the subject is doing something to or for itself. and they often appear in sentences where the subject is performing an action alone or independently. They can also be used to add emphasis, as in I did it myself, where myself emphasizes that no one else was involved. Another important function of reflexive pronouns is to avoid confusion or ambiguity in sentences. For instance, she prepared herself for the exam clearly indicates that she did the preparation rather than someone else preparing her. The main examples of reflexive pronoun are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. The fourth type of pronoun that we are going to discuss is demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are used to point specific things, emphasizing which item or person you are referring to in a conversation. They help distinguish between items that are near versus those that are far, both in time and space. The four main demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, and those. This and these are used for objects or people that are close to the speaker. This is singular while these is plural. For example, you might say, "This is my book" when referring to a book that's nearby or in your possession. Similarly, "These are my friends" would be used when your friends are present with you. That and those refer to things or people that are further away. That is singular and those is plural. For example, if you see a book across the room, you might say that is my book. Likewise, those are my shoes, which indicate that the shoes are not close by. Demonstrative pronouns are particularly useful in both spoken and written language when you need to make it clear distinctions between different items or people without repeating their names. They help provide clarity and precision in communication, ensuring that your listener or reader knows exactly what you are referring to. The fifth type of pronoun that we are going to discuss is interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. They replace the noun that is the subject or object of the question, making it clear what information is being sought. The main interrogative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, and that. The first interrogative pronoun that we are going to discuss is who. Now, who is used to ask about a person as the subject of the sentence. For example, who is coming to the party? Here, who is asking for the identity of a person performing the action of coming. The second one is whom. Whom is used to ask about a person as the object of the sentence. For example, whom did you see at the event? The question is asking for the identity of the person who was seen. The next interrogative pronoun is whose. Whose asks about ownership. For example, whose jacket is this? Here, whose is inquiring about who the jacket belongs to. The fourth interrogative pronoun is which is used to ask about a specific thing or choice among a set of options. For example, which of these colors do you prefer? And the last one is what is used to ask about things in general. For example, what is your name? Ask for a specific piece of information without limiting the answer to a specific set of options. Interrogative pronouns are fundamental in gathering information and are used in a wide variety of questions, making them essential for effective communication. The last type of pronoun that we are going to discuss is relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to connect a clause or phrase to a noun or pronoun. They help provide more information about that noun. So instead of creating a whole new sentence, you can just add a bit of detail directly. The most common relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, and that. Who is used for people and acts as the subject of the sentence. For example, the teacher who helped me is very kind. Here, who gives us information about the teacher. Whom is also used for people but in a more formal way and usually when the person is the object of the sentence. For example, the person whom you met yesterday is my friend. Here, whom is a relative pronoun. Whose shows possession or ownership and can be used for both people and things. For example, the girl whose book you borrowed is waiting. Here, whose shows possession. The next one is which is used for animals or things. For example, that book which is on the table is mine. Here, which is a relative pronoun. That can be used for people, animal, or things and is often used when the information is essential to the sentences. For example, the house that Jack built is still standing. that is relative pronoun in this sentence. Few other examples are: the car that I bought is very fast. She is the artist who painted the mural. And there you have it, a complete breakdown of pronouns, from personal to reflexive and everything in between. I hope this video has helped you understand how these little words can make a big difference in your communication. Remember, mastering pronouns is just one step on your journey to becoming more fluent and confident in English. Whether you are writing an essay, having a conversation, or simply reading a book, keep practicing and experimenting with different types of pronouns to see how they fit into your sentences. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with everyone who might benefit from it. And if you have any question or need further clarification, drop a comment below. I'm always here to help. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos where we'll delve into more deeper English grammar. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.